No wallet, no ID, no idea who he is or whether he has a family out there who is missing him. Help us solve a mystery tonight. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley joins us with more. Christopher?
Well, Alan, this story is so rare, it's hard to believe. Patient John Doe was taken to the hospital by EMS 2 months ago. We're told he fell out of his wheelchair and hit his head. Today, he's unresponsive in a hospital bed, and no one knows who he is. His age is unknown. Birth date? Unknown. His name? Where he came from? His life? It's all a mystery. A man invisible, in plain sight.
The doctors have indicated he's in a vegetative state. They're not sure when or if he'll come out of that state. His health is deteriorating.
All we can call him is John Doe, and all we know is he was brought into Manatee Memorial Hospital 2 months ago. We're told he fell out of his wheelchair on a main roadway. Bystanders called 911.
He was coherent in the ambulance to some degree and was speaking Spanish only.
Chris Card is the president of Lutheran Services, the court-appointed guardians. He tells us paramedics believe they heard the patient say his name is Martin Martinez and give a soft birth date. But that's more of a guess than a sure thing. In the hospital, the man deteriorated into a vegetative state, unable to give any further information. Dr. Stephen Pino is the director of progressive care at Manatee Memorial.
At this point, the patient is able to breathe on his own. However, he's not able to communicate and is not responsive to any external stimuli.
Normally, journalists are not welcomed into hospital rooms to take pictures or video of a patient. However, this is not a normal case.
We went to court and said the only thing we can do then is reach out to the community and see if anyone out there that we haven't been able to identify or run into would have some information on him, and the court agreed.
But because they don't know his full medical background and because he has an infection, protection is mandatory. Out of an abundance of caution for both the patient and for hospital staff, we're asked to put on these protective gowns and face masks to protect against any possible infections. When we were in there, his eyes were moving around. I saw him kind of like move his mouth quite a bit and almost kind of like readjust. Is that normal?
It can be normal with certain brain injuries. Certain reflexes will remain intact, and you may see the patient exhibiting some of those items.
At this point, you may be wondering what happens now and who makes potentially life and death decisions. Well, that weight was put via court order onto Lutheran Services.
In this case, particular case, we were asked as an emergency to step in sooner than the incapacitation was designed, because the individual was in such a situation that they needed somebody to step in right away to help make decisions.
As the court-appointed guardians, Lutheran Services is trying to find anyone who might know this patient.
He was known to be in an area in Bradenton for a period of time, and we went to his last known address, if you will, that we could identify through people that we talked to that had seen him and kind of knew of him in that street.
As for his name, no Martin Martinez's matched the birth date paramedics heard. With each day that passes, doctors say he has less of a chance of recovering. And the question is, will he forever be alone? And Lutheran Services is working to arrange plans for hospice care. They're asking everyone in the community, if you know this man or have any idea that could lead them in the right direction, to call this number, 941-358-6330. Again, that number is 941-358-6330. They want to help find his family or his friends, anyone who may know who he is.
Christopher, thanks.